Alright, so this is my absolutely beautiful, fantastic presentation of my World War II picture, which is this little baby here, the picture of Hitler and Mussolini parading the streets of Munich shortly after their visit. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it, but or I don't know if it was before or after their visit. I just know it was in the general time frame of their meeting. I don't exactly know where it was relative to their meeting, but anyway, Hitler and Mussolini ended up meeting in Munich shortly before World War II to discuss the German and Italy relationship. I'm pretty sure this was before the Axis powers were founded. And Germany actually declared a Roman holiday for Mussolini's visit. So I guess it was a pretty serious deal at the time. And a lot of people at the time were thinking that this meeting would decide whether or not there would end up being peace in Europe for a while. And the two ended up officially declaring themselves for peace. Of course, we have the spoiler of living in the 21st century, and we know that didn't exactly happen, what with the whole World War II thing. And here's just a picture of them, along with a quote from the U.S. Holocaust Museum. Returning Mussolini's hospitality of 3 years ago, Hitler parades his might for his brother dictator, perhaps to impress Italy as well as the world with his potential strength, for history shows that often the friends of today are the foes of tomorrow. And this was from a video presentation that just overviewed the whole Italy-Germany meeting between these two in Munich. It was interesting because like a lot of people were cheering these two on, and I suppose hindsight is 20/20, but we know that a lot of the things these guys did were very far from what people would cheer for. So that was at least interesting to see. Anyway, the relationship between Germany and Italy as nations, rather than, I guess, just Hitler and Mussolini, was, I think, mainly political. They were two of the three main Axis powers, the third one being Japan, of course, and they wanted to expand territorially, all of them, and also destroy Soviet communism. Germany wanted mainland Europe, and Italy seemed like it just wanted the Mediterranean Sea, and of course Japan, the third, which I won't talk about too much, wanted Pacific and East Asia. Italy ended up officially joining anyway, the Axis powers shortly before the defeat of France. And here's a nifty little, in case you didn't know who the three Axis powers were. And here's another quote from the U.S. Holocaust Museum. These three countries recognized German domination over most of continental Europe, Italian domination over the Mediterranean Sea, and Japanese domination over East Asia and the Pacific. Mussolini was actually a very interesting guy. He ruled fascistly and declared himself the supreme and absolute dictator of Italy, and the people were okay with that. They actually cheered him on. He used force to keep his people and other nations in check, and he didn't really like Germany or France, but he found himself very fond. Oh wait, no, I completely messed up. He didn't find himself fond of Britain or France, but he found himself very fond of Germany, which led him to form the Pact of Steel in 1939 with Germany, which was an official alliance. And here's my works cited page, because that's required. Pretty much all of them are internet sources. The last one is actually documentation from the United States Congress or Senate. I think it was Congress. But anyways, that's it. Yeah, see ya.